Welcome to the Star Wars News with the Star Wars Daddy. I am your news anchor, the Star Wars Daddy. On this show, we cover Star Wars news stories, Facebook drama, crazy eBay listings, and go over all the other Star Wars current events so you can be the most informed collector that you need to be. In today's newscast, we are going to cover Kathleen Kennedy stepping down. The Andor Season 2 trailer. Was Luke Skywalker gay? Give a Gina Carano Lawsuit update. Review the love for Yoda by a rock band guitarist. And look at a reproduction vinyl cape Jawa on Facebook. And give a Star Wars Daddy exclusive update. It's going to be an explosive newscast today. In news hot off the press, Kathleen Kennedy has announced she is stepping down at the end of this year from her role as president of Lucasfilm, a role she's held since 2012. Chosen by George Lucas as her replacement, Kathleen Kennedy has been responsible for leading Lucasfilm since Disney's purchase 13 years ago. She's been a controversial and polarizing figure. Even South Park released an episode blaming Kennedy for problems at the studio, mocking both her decisions and her detractors.
Is there a problem, people?
We were just discussing ideas of what to do with the new Prince Eric movie.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
Maybe we should go a different route than we did with Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, put a chick in it and make her name it gay!
Sure, yeah. Well, let's try that. Again.
Insiders have insisted Kennedy is a no-woke warrior, but instead is a careful and shrewd businesswoman. Many people have referred to these insiders as monkeys or idiots, have you. And even when it was revealed that the largest IPO in history was crumbling with Kennedy's woke directions and alienating the entire fan base, these monkeys turned a blind eye and continued to support the downfall. Kennedy is known for destroying Luke Skywalker, killing off fan-favorite characters, bad storytelling, introducing and champion woke ideologies, destroying lore, and completely changing everything about Star Wars that we knew and loved growing up as children. I will say that Rogue One was incredible. The Mandalorian, even though completely handled by Jon Favreau, is a great series. The Han Solo story wasn't so bad, along with the Obi-Wan series, and the second half of the Boba Fett series. Andor was great. Ahsoka did introduce some great characters overall, so there was some good stuff here and there, but the level of unpopular elements that I listed earlier will be her legacy. We can only hope that whoever takes the helm of Star Wars from here on out can save it, return it to glory. It's our only hope. One of the highlights from Kennedy's blunders is Andor Season 1. And just released on social media everywhere is the trailer teaser for Andor Season 2, which comes out April 22nd on Disney+. We are now going to premiere this trailer here on the news and immediately react to it. I've not seen it up to this point, so this will be a raw reaction.
We're in a war. Wanna fight? Or you wanna win? Now.
What a swell party this is.
Remember this moment!
right here, and you're ready to fight!
Wow, that looked amazing. It's only a teaser, so we get to see a bunch of clips of action scenes, stormtroopers, the Death Star, even an X-Wing. Everything about this trailer looks incredible. Let's hope for a few Easter eggs in this series that points to a better direction ahead. Possibly one that gives us a Darth Vader series so we can see him at his prime. A direction that gives us a bounty hunter movie or series where we get to know IG-88, Bosk, Forlom, and Zuckuss. Or Easter eggs that point to amazing storytelling no matter who the characters are, old or new, as long as it feels like Star Wars. I'll be watching intently and giving all my opinions as the series unfolds. Was Luke Skywalker gay? Mark Hamill recently commented on this question after he posted some uninterpreted posts on Twitter that hinted to this, and questions came pouring in. He responded, "Fans are writing and ask all these questions. I'm bullied in school. I'm afraid to come out, they say to me. Could Luke be gay?" I'd say it is meant to be interpreted by the viewer. If you think Luke is gay, of course he is. You should not be ashamed of it. Judge Luke by his character, not by who he loves. And I can't disagree with Mark on his response. Star Wars should be able to be interpreted however the user sees fit. There should be things left up to the imagination so that everyone has their own special version of Star Wars in their soul. Kind of like Luke's only heterosexual interaction romantically with another woman was his own sister. Now, I'd have to say maybe that scene should have been interpreted better and not left up to the imagination. But Mark makes a good point. Who cares what any of these characters' preferences are? None of it is needed in any of this storytelling. Take Chewbacca, for example. Do you know his preference? Did you even think about it prior to me asking it here on this newscast? Probably not, because it didn't matter to any of the storytelling. He's an incredible character in the movie. He's an amazing co-pilot, friend, and warrior. He's comic relief. He has deep care and emotion for his friends and the cause of the rebels. So much so that we don't even think about his preference or care to know what that is. Those previous preference questions could have been pouring in for Mark due to the resurfacing of this video of his role in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Again. At the time, he was hurting for funds and wasn't able to land very many Hollywood roles, so he was doing many things to pay the bills, no matter what it took. Here is his famous role as a Jedi Knight known as Cockknocker.
What the
You thought I'd never find your precious blunt cave, did you, Hemp Knight?
Why they call you knocker?
Actually, there's a funny story behind that. You're gonna love this. True story. Not again.
From season 1 of The Mandalorian, Gina Carano, who played Cara Dune, has given an update on her current lawsuit against Disney and Lucasfilm. The former Mandalorian star was dropped by Lucasfilm and Disney in 2021 after social media posts made by the actress regarding American politics. She is seeking damages and a return to her job as an actress. She states, "Just a little update on my lawsuit against Disney and Lucasfilm. The case continues to move forward and I anticipate having a more substantive update in the next few weeks. We remain determined and my team has been exceptional in honoring the court and respecting the process. I am very proud to have this team. Thank you for all of your continued support. Cara Dune Day yesterday, January 30th, touched my heart. Onward." I'm sure everyone is now wondering what Cara Dune Day is. Well, AI tells me that it's International Cara Dune Fan Celebration Day is a fan-organized event celebrating the character Cara Dune from The Mandalorian, portrayed by Gina Carano. This day is not officially recognized by Disney or Lucasfilm, but has been marked by fans on January 30th. The celebration involves fans coming together online to share their love for the character through various posts, art, and discussions using the hashtag #WeLoveCaraDune. The event showcases the impact of Cara Dune on the Star Wars community and highlights the power of fandom in creating their own celebrations for beloved characters. Unfortunately, January 30th is already shared by other events and special holidays like National Inane Answering Message Day, National Maxwell Day, School Day of Nonviolence and Peace, also known as DENIP, and the one that takes the cake and outshadows Cara Dune Day is Yodel for Your Neighbor's Day.
Yes.
Clip is playing. I know what event I'll be celebrating on January 30th going forward. It's the yodeling, not Cara Dune Day. To all of my fellow hoarders out there, here is a story that will capture your hearts. Anita Dobson has revealed that her husband and Queen guitarist Brian May is a collector of Star Wars memorabilia. The actor, who has been married to the guitarist for over 24 years now, made the revelation in a new interview and shared that May has a collection of figures and ships inspired by the iconic George Lucas franchise. Brian is a collector of Star Wars toys and astronomical stuff, Queen stuff. He's a big collector, she said at the launch of a Cirque du Soleil show, Cordio, at London's A Royal Albert Hall via Music News. He buys a packaged one and one that he can have for the grandkids, she goes on. He bought quite a lot. It's eased off a bit, but he's gone through life. His favorite is the little green guy. He loves Yoda, she continued, adding that he also loves to collect things related to prehistoric creatures. I think those are called dinosaurs. I always think I've got to have a clear out, and a lot of my clothes go to the local hospice. But there's so much stuff. The way I look at it, my husband is a hoarder, and I'm a semi-hoarder, she quipped. Brian May only responded, listing off titles of Queen songs to smirk back at her. He said, Yoda, love of my life, don't stop me now. Under pressure, you're my best friend. I want to break free. Good old-fashioned love boy. I want it all. Princes of the universe. And then went on to list off a less heard indie hit that was only released in Europe titled, These Are My Toys, and I can spend my money how I want, and this is called collecting, not hoarding, and leave me the f*** alone. In Facebook drama, an unsuspecting buyer of a vinyl cape Jawa posted his wild find and asked the Imperial Commissary Group for some feedback on his find. The buyer spent over $2,000 on this figure to only get ridiculed in the comments for his horrible buy. One user stated, reproduction, while another quickly responded, not good. One person said, ouch, that's totally fake. And then another user said, it's fake. That's the seller trying to create a waffle pattern in the cape and failed miserably, but that he kind of liked it as a way to cheer up the buyer. Then someone stated it looked like it was lightly rolled 300 times with a pizza cutter. It was scraped with a toothpick, another retorted. And then a new variant was discovered, the crocodile skin vinyl cape Jawa variant. This buyer has become the seller of this new amazing find and is asking $10,000 for this variant. It now falls into the idiot seller category and fake variant list right next to the glowing ghost stormtrooper, the E3PO, and the always expensive Lando disguised as Nikto action figure. All these incredible rare variants have asking prices in the tens of thousands. In our weekly Star Wars Daddy update, the channel is finally fully monetized. This means that I'm paid for every little bit of content I put on YouTube. This is incredibly exciting, and the monkey is off my back. Last week, we released 3 full-length videos, 4 shorts. 2,300 people tuned into the channel. We had 153 likes, 13 shares, and 45 comments. We picked up 20 subscribers and added another 5 members to the list. We also appeared on the Monkey Lizard Podcast Monday with Salacious Rum, where we discussed everything inappropriate, Star Wars stuff, and even did some naughty roleplay scenes.
If you had to grab 3 items to save from your collection because a group of alien mercenary sex addicts were raiding your house because they wanted to probe you, probably, you know, in a place that you'd rather not be probed, what 3 things would you grab and why?
What do they look like? Do we know what they look like?
Well, they're aliens, and then they're they're maniacs, basically.
Yeah, and I do want to run away from them. Okay.
It's up to you. No, you can. Some people stay. I mean, you can stay if you want. So.
The link for that is in the video description below. Tonight, we have the first ever members-only live stream where we will be getting to know each other better, talking member stuff, and going over upcoming enhancements to the show. Sunday will be my monthly mail haul video where I will be showing all the vintage toys that I've added to my collection in the month of February. Wednesday will be episode 64 of my weekly Star Wars eBay listing videos where we have Last 17s, a Droid Factory R2, and lots of complete vehicles and playsets for sale. And then next Friday is another installment of the news. Thank you to everyone for an incredible week of support. Don't forget to check out our memberships where you can get free shipping on my eBay items, a 3D printed Darth Vader, a free t-shirt, and participate in our monthly member-only giveaways. Collectors, make sure to keep things classy and never forget who is your daddy. Gonna pause because I don't know how long this little thing's playing next to me. Then the trailer's playing, and I did watch it beforehand. Otherwise, how did I print this off for the news? Those previous preference questions could have been pouring in for Mark due to his... The case continues to move forward, and I anticipate having a more substantive update. Substantive? 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 It's got to be.